Lord, peoples. That's right, the best who ever did it, Biggie Smalls. Shout out to Biggie Smalls. March 9th, 1997 is when my boy got massacred, man, in LA. Best rapper to me that ever did it. Still to this day, I know we can go up and down with names and all these new dudes, old dudes, 90s, but I'm gonna roll with Biggie Smalls. That's the greatest ever in my book. That's my dude, man. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls, man. The notorious B.I.G., man. And with that, let's get this show started, man. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Y'all already know, man. Every day, I'm bringing it, man. Content after content. I'm going to keep giving it to y'all to the best of my ability, man. That's the only way I know, man. Also, shout out to Triple H Everything Entertainment, One Voice, D Beeman, and of course, to all my loyal ninjas, man, that continue to tune in to the Alyork Sports Show, man. I love y'all for that, man. And last but not least, Credit Fix. Never too late to get your credit fixed. Hit me up, IG me, inbox me, email me at al.newyork@yahoo.com to get your credit fixed. And with that, let's get started. Let me give y'all three quick updates. The Bills signed former Redskins quarterback Josh Norman, an ex-Pro Bowler. I still think he got a little in his tank. He's not the Norman that he was with Carolina in the early stages of the Redskins, but Norman will fit in that defensive scheme that the Buffalo Bills got. They play a lot of man coverage. They put a lot of cornerbacks out there, and Norman would fit right in there. I think it's a beautiful pickup for 6 M's a year for the Buffalo Bills, who I think came up big on this one here. Also, Tua Tags is cleared for all football activities. So it's ironic that happens right before the draft. So that would definitely pick up his draft stocks. You know what I mean? I still think he's going to go top 5, leaning on Detroit or Miami to pick him up. And Tua should do all right. As long as he's 100% from that hip injury, the guy got mentored correctly in Alabama, tough kid, and should be all right. I would like to see him sit down a year and then come play instead of just putting him on stage. I hope they don't just put him on stage. Give him the clipboard at least for 6-8 weeks. Let him learn the speed of the offense of the NFL. Not only that, he got to come back 110%. Don't just throw him out there, because if you throw him out there right after the injury, could loom to doomsday for him. So like I said, bring him up slowly, and Tua should be all right. And last but not least, Justin Verlander has a mild strain in his back muscle. He will miss the opening day. You know, he always get the ball on opening day. I mean, it's not the biggest thing that's happened to him, but at the same time, he loves going out there on opening day and dealing. So Justin Verlander will miss opening day due to his injury. Now, let's go to the real news. I want to start today off by bringing up this MVP talk that I've been hearing all through the channels. You know what I mean? All through the airwaves. I want to give y'all my perspective on who should win MVP between King James and the Greek Freak. Let me give y'all some numbers. Numbers-wise, it's obvious, but then I'm going to break it down to y'all. King James is averaging 25.7, 7.8 rebounds, 10.6 assists, 49 and 13. Got his Lakers in first place in the Western Conference. Best record in the Western Conference. The Greek Freak, 29.6, 13.7 rebounds, 5.8 assists. And the Greek Freak got his team at 53 and 11. Best NBA record, period. So, saying that, I think the Lakers got more stars than them. So, to me, that makes Greek Freak more important to his team than LeBron. That's what it seems like. But they did a research. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. That when LeBron's on the court, the point differential between when he's on and off is better than when Greek Freak is on and off. So that tells you a lot right there. Even though a lot of y'all might say, yeah, but LeBron dishes the ball more. True that. But when they both on the court and off the court, LeBron got the better numbers. And that's going to loom huge in the MVP voting. I'm telling y'all. Now, numbers-wise, Greek got him on scoring, rebound. LeBron got him on assists. Team record, Milwaukee Bucks got the better record. But I just think it's LeBron James's year. He also helped recruit Anthony Davis. I know that got nothing to do with the MVP running. But what I'm just saying, they're going to look at all that. Trust me, man. That got nothing to do with the MVP running, but they will look the fact that he recruited AD, the biggest pickup from anybody all year long. And I just think it's LeBron's season. I think they voting for LeBron. They rooting for LeBron. And if they win it all, which, you know, they'll have the winner before they win it all, then I would say he deserves it. But if they don't win it all, they get knocked out, let's say, in the Western Conference, then, and Milwaukee goes all the way, then a lot of people are going to challenge that decision. But as of right now, numbers-wise, the Greek Freak, popularity-wise, they're going to take LeBron James. I'm telling you, King James is right now the MVP. I can hear how they talking, the analysts, everybody, man. And I'm telling you, them voters, they listen, man. As much as they say they don't, they listen. But I'm going to, me personally, if the season ended right now, I would give the slightest edge to Giannis. I'm going to keep it 100, the Greek Freak. The slightest edge because of the lack of stars that the Milwaukee Bucks possess. Because when you think about it, Chris Middleton is their second best player. Then you got a bunch of like above mediocre players like Bledsoe, Lopez, etc. You know what I mean? Connaughton off the bench. You know what I mean? George Hill off the bench. Wesley Matthews starts. They don't have no marquee name. Now you go to the Lakers, you got LeBron, Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? You got the young boy. You know what I'm saying? You got KPC or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Caldwell Pope. Let me say it right. You got Caldwell Pope. I mean, a lot of y'all might not think he's all that, but he can score. You got Danny Green who could score. You got Kuzma. That's the young boy I was trying to get. His name couldn't pop up. You got Kuzma who's learning how to take a back seat, but he's also a prolific name. They also expected a lot for him. So on paper, the Lakers got a better record, no question asked. But on the floor, Milwaukee's the better team by numbers. And like I said, I'll give Greek Freak the slight edge on the MVP votings. But don't be surprised if LeBron James get it. You heard it from Alyork Sports. Back to the Lakers. They're playing the best ball right now. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They rolled off like 5 in a row, and their last 2 victories were huge when they beat Milwaukee at home and beat a Clipper team that kind of got their number. You know what I'm saying? And when they beat Milwaukee, man, I mean, it was a great game, man. 113-103. James popped 37, 8 and 8. AD dropped 39 and 2 blocks. And the Greek Freak had 32, 11 and 6 as the Lakers beat the Milwaukee Bucks 113-103 in a real good game Friday night. And then they followed that with a Sunday game when the Lakers beat the Clippers 112-103, where LeBron also went nut again, 28, 7 and 9. AD had 30. Paul George had 31. The Claw had 27 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists. So the Claw didn't play an all-around game, and that's why I think they lost that game. But another great game for LBJ, 8-2 last 10 games, and they just playing their thing. They playing their game, man. And in the last 8 wins, they beat 3 marquee teams in the Bucks, Clippers, and the Celtics. Though the Celtics lost like 4 in a row at home, but Celtics are definitely top 6, 7 teams in the league. So these are good wins for the LA Lakers. Right now, I would say they on their mojo right now. They feeling themselves, and right now is the run they need to make. If they want to win it all, they got to start right now knocking these teams out the box, secure that home field advantage or that home court advantage, and then continue to do what they do. Though I'm still going to stick with the Clippers. Gave it out in the beginning of the year. I got to stick by my guns, but I hate to say it. I think the Lakers are too big for them. I think they're too big for them. I seen a lot of it yesterday. A lot of them rebounds, you know, they just bigger. They bigger. Now, if, you know, the Clippers can continue to try to find bodies, my understanding, they picked up Joakim Noah. I don't know what he's bringing to the table, but if he could bring anything as far as defensively, then that will really help him because Zubac is not the answer. I like Zubac, young, great center, but he won't be able to stop Dwight Howard and McGee, both of them, you know, crashing them balls. Man, them guys can crash balls. They're probably not prolific scorers, but they can block, crash boards, and that's all LeBron James needs them to do. So salute to the Lakers, who are playing the best ball right now, I would say, in the NBA, leaning to the playoffs, because the playoffs will be coming soon, and they are playing the best ball. They're healthy, and they just clicking right now in all cylinders. But like I said, I'm going to run with the Clippers at the end of the day. Let me go to the next subject. Going to NFL. Dak Prescott. Somebody needs to sit me down next to him. I got to holler at Dak Prescott. I need to know why this guy's feeling himself so much. I understand Dak got all the numbers. I understand that. Dak played 64 games, 40 wins, 24 losses, 65.8 completion rate, 15,778 yards, 97 touchdowns, 36 picks. Got the numbers. But 1 and 2 in the playoffs with no chips. He just got off for 33 M's, $100 million guaranteed, and turned it down. You got Wentz, and Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and maybe one more guy that's making more money right now than what he is. And he's letting that bother him. He should jump on his 33. Me, personally, I would have offered them from the range of 25 and 28, only because getting us to the playoffs and succeeding in the playoffs, I've seen absolutely nothing. Now, a lot of y'all could be like, it ain't all his fault. I understand that. But he ain't putting up no numbers in these crucial games. Every time there's a crucial game, Dak Prescott comes up short. So how do you pay a guy through the roof with a guy that got zero credentials come playoff time? That's what I'm asking. Because the dude, like I said, got all the numbers. He don't miss his no game, so he got the Iron Man kind of thing with him. And I understand there's a lot of quarterbacks out there, but he's like the best fit for the Cowboys because he's the youngest. He knows the offense. He's hungry, and they like him. If there's one quarterback or maybe two, I would take over him if we could have got him. Believe it or not, I would take Matthew Stafford over him, even though Stafford throws a lot of turnovers, but I like the fact that he could run and he got a gun. I'd rather take Stafford over Prescott and, of course, Tom Brady. But Tom Brady will only be a 2-year rental. And I understand why the team don't want to go there, because Dallas don't want to be good for 2 years. They want to be good for a long time. And I understand that. Unlike the 49ers, who want to win now. 49ers want to win now. Cowboys want to have a good franchise for the next somewhat 8, 10 years coming up. I understand that. But my thing is 33 M's, 100 mil. You ain't signed that contract. I want to know who's pumping this dude that Kool-Aid where he feel he's worth more than that when he hasn't done shit in the playoffs and got not even close to a chip. And every big game in the regular season, he comes up short. The Philly games. Every time there's a big game, he comes up short. And when he stacks up the numbers is when the Cowboys are getting blown out. And then he brings them back in the second half and get all them garbage yards. You know what I'm talking, all them dunk-offs and prevent defense and all that other shit. Dak Prescott, look it, I like you, dude. I think 25, 28 still is too much, but I will pay you that because of your numbers. But you asking 33, you need to get the fuck out of here, bro. Real talk, man. We go to another news, man. March Madness. The 15th of March will be the selection day, which they'll have Sunday about like 5 o'clock, something like 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. Selection Sunday is huge, man. I mean, you see these kids jumping through the roof, glad that they made it. You know what I mean? And the 17th, it tips off. Best stuff ever. To me, there's nothing like the March Madness because of the longevity of it. Every day is tense. You're going to have the majority of the games that are really good. You have some you could throw out the window, but a lot of them will be real good. March Madness, to me, it's the best event in sports because it's the longest. And then not only that, you go from like the 32, the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final 4. And all of those are banging. The Sweet 16 day, I love it. The Elite 8, I love that day. And the Final 4 to me is the shiznit. That Saturday, Them 2 games are incredible. And then Championship Monday. So saying that, prepare yourself. Me and Noah Parker or whoever I have on the set will give y'all picks throughout the tournament. Make sure y'all tune in on our Thursday show for the free picks, NCAA March Madness. Tune in. Don't forget, so much to do in so little time. I'm running out of time. So what I want to say before I end it up, don't forget to follow me on Alyork on Facebook, Alyork Sports Group on Facebook, Alyork Sports on Twitter, Alyork Sports on YouTube, and Alyork Sports on Instagram. I want to thank you guys to continue to tune in and appreciate what I'm giving y'all. And I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Much love. I love you. Alyork Sports. Get back to you soon. See you this Thursday with Noah Parker. Keep your head up, y'all.